in downtown Los Angeles. Protesters take over a major intersection. Tensions with police on the rise throughout the day. At one point, several arrests were made. And tensions are growing indeed over the protests. Let's go live to KTLA's Chris Burrows in downtown LA for the very latest. Chris?
Here's what's happening tonight during the drive home. Protesters on the street corners. They've got signs like that one. We are occupying LA, day 6. As we come up to City Hall here, I can tell you the size of the group is growing. They've even got their own silk screen set up here, making T-shirts and bandanas with the 99%. That's kind of their slogan, that the fat cats and the millionaires are the 1% of society. Over there in the blue tent, they're actually having what is kind of a town hall meeting, deciding what they're going to do tomorrow. We expect there may be more protests and acts of civil disobedience like we saw today. LAPD guns drawn inside the Bank of America, 7th at Figueroa. Protesters shut down the branch, refusing to leave. An armada of police cruisers and SUVs with heavily armed officers rushes in. One by one, the group of 12 or so anti-bank anarchists, most about as mild-mannered as a middle school teacher, is led away.
Unfortunately, these folks have refused to leave the bank when asked, and as a result, they're being arrested at this point for trespass.
They left behind ATMs, still working, but marked. Miss, what do you think about what the protesters did to the ATMs?
That's kind of silly.
The staging was practically poetic. The proletariat protesters shouting up at the bankers and accountants on their break from working in the glass tower containing Deloitte & Touche, Merrill Lynch, some of the very firms protesters are so mad at. You're working hard today. You got the tie on. What do you think about this?
I think they all need to get jobs, man.
They need to get jobs.
With City Hall in the background, the protesters marched up the street, and while most of the suit and tie crowd dismissed their drum beats and diatribes, a growing number of working folks agreed with their complaints.
I mean, even people who are working are a little bit nervous.
This is what the protesters were trying to do inside the bank branch. We got this picture from our friends at the LA Times, and you can see they were trying to cash a giant oversized check made out to the people of California, a refund, if you will, from the banks. Obviously, that didn't work out. Got this statement today, not from Bank of America, but from Wells Fargo, which wasn't really a subject of the protest, but nonetheless, the bank's feeling the heat. And Wells Fargo says they are committed to serving the financial needs of businesses and individuals, keeping credit flowing and working to help those in financial distress find solutions. By the way, tomorrow, just got this flyer. This is what is expected to happen. They are going to do a march to the downtown Federal Building, and at 10:30 in the morning, they promise a rally and more civil disobedience. We'll, of course, be covering it live for you throughout the day. Live in downtown Los Angeles, I'm Chris Burrows, KTLA 5 News.
Occupy Wall Street!